Kingdom.
To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it. Niggas just can't take it. Yeah.
Yo, we telling.
Bro, really?
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Well, what can you say, Nest Nation?
Well,
What can you
we
say?
lost.
What can you say, Nest Nation?
We lost. we
What
lost.
can you say, man? Like, hey,
I mean, it's something you can only expect. It's all like obviously like you want to win, but it's like I went into the series. We can all say we went into the series with no expectations. I expected to lose. I expect to lose the rest of the games.
yeah,
Do I have faith? No, not really. But anything can happen. It is what it is. Just expect the worst so you can't get disappointed.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Especially with how everything has went. This team is still like it really hasn't played a whole lot. So it's like you're not gonna beat the Sixers. You're not.
let me shout out the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Let me shout out the chat real quick. Then we're gonna get into it, man, because there is a whole lot to talk about. Shout out to my holy king. What's good, bro? The bigger fortune. Hey, what's up? Peoples Hernandez. Hey, what's up? Dante. Shout out to Dante. Yeah, hit that like button for us. D Monster. What's good, bro? JX Nathan. Hey, what's up? Dorlissa. Hey, Dorlissa. Kids Clientele. Shout out Kid Clientele. Blues from QC. Peoples Hernandez. My guy, my GG. Jimmy J. Hey, Jimmy J. Jackson. Hey, what's up? Oh, what's in here? Christopher Miners. What's up? And who else? One more person. I said Dante. Yeah, what's good, bro? JLZ, what's good, bro? Yeah, so it's like, man, let's start in the first quarter because this first quarter was interesting. The defense looked so good in the first quarter. I mean, we did everything that thought we were going to do. The doubles from Embiid came quick. The rebounds, the offensive rebounds, we were giving up offensive rebounds. We gave up 6 offensive rebounds early on in like the first 5 minutes. The Sixers led the first quarter 30-25. The Nets shot 11 for 19 from the field, but they got 9 more shots than us. They committed no turnovers, out rebounded the Nets 14-10, and the Sixers shot 10 for 28 from the floor. Second quarter came and we saw the Mikal Bridges, Brooklyn Bridges cook show. I thought the Nets did a really good job of switch hunting James Harden. We talked about this in our previews. Bring James Harden out in the perimeter and attack him, and that's what the Nets did with Mikal Bridges in the ISOs. And I was really glad to see that. But at the other end, superstar Harden showed up, and when he's stepping back from 3 like that and hitting, he kind of went God mode. I mean, they scored 16 points in the last 4 minutes. We had nothing for James Harden. I mean, what did you guys think in this first half? Like, what were your thoughts, Rich? Oh, you still there, Rich?
Yeah, give me 1 minute.
All right. Let me read the chat. Yeah, Dinwiddie makes no impact. Dinwiddie mid. Yeah, the chat's going in on Spencer right now. The chat's going in on Spence. But to me, like I said, I thought the offense was decent in the first half. I thought we kind of played well. But when James Harden's in that mode, and the Sixers shot 65% from 3 in the first half. Yeah, it was. They shot 50% in the first half. 50% from 3 in the first half. They went 6 for 12. And we talked about this before too, leaving PJ Tucker open. We were like, okay, we'll let PJ Tucker get open, but we were leaving good shooters open. We were leaving Tobias Harris open. We were leaving Tyrese Maxey open. These guys are good shooters. It's not like you can't leave these guys open. The only people we should be leaving open is PJ Tucker and McDaniels. Those are the guys I'll give those shots to. But everybody else, it's like we should be playing closeout. We were not closing out. Yeah, Dinwiddie had a lot of turnovers. Yeah, the chat is cooking Dinwiddie right now. The chat is cooking. Somebody said Din. I can't say the word because YouTube's gonna flag Din Essie. I'm gonna say that Din Essie. Who's gonna say that? Yeah. Niang. Yeah, Niang. Guys, we were coming off the bench. These guys were hitting threes, and we were leaving them wide open for three. But on the other end, for us offensively, Brooklyn Bridges was carrying us. He was great. 23 points in the first half. Harden was hitting some incredibly tough threes in this first half. Like I was like, wow. The crazy part about Harden is he lost his athleticism. Like he wasn't getting nothing at the rim because every time he got to the rim, I would see Claxton send his shot. I would see somebody DFS send his shot. But then his step back is still Harden, like superstar Harden. So that's where he was killing us from.
His three has gotten way better. Like
yeah,
way better since he was here. Like.
Yeah,
and his facilitating is still great. Like obviously, like when he was with us, like he was facilitating pretty well, but it's like it's on a different level.
Yeah. Oh, let me say that. I'm sorry. The Sixers were 13 for 21 from three in the first half. I said 6 for 12. They were 13 for 21. They shot 61% from the half in the first half. 61%. That's unbelievable. That's like I don't even think the Warriors be shooting that high. You know, I mean that's just crazy. Insane from three. Then we get into the third quarter. Like I said, we're down 67-58. Third quarter, man. I mean, the Twins, CJ. We saw the unbelievable half from CJ. CJ just caught fire in the third quarter. Let me read some of the chat. Hold on. Yeah, the chat right now is just yo, y'all bugging on Spencer. Yo, the chat is going crazy on Spencer.
Did he convert a single lob like at all? Like it was awful.
Oh yeah.
Awful. Like he just kept
I'm
throwing
pretty
it
sure
to the
basketball's
backboard.
in my backyard because
Yeah.
of that. Like there's so many.
Spencer
He just got off the
Dinwiddie-
mark.
Is Spencer Dinwiddie unaware that the backboard really isn't on our team?
He was throwing some crazy lobs to Clax, and Clax was like, "Yo, those are way too high, brother." Those are he was throwing some like I don't know what he was throwing to Clax, bro, but he was throwing some lobs in the sky, though.
He's like a notorious shitty lob thrower, but like wow, that's like on a different level. Like he just threw it to like no one. The backboard, I forgot the backboard's on our team.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to talk about Seth Curry, and we saw Philly Seth Curry come into the building. I mean, did he miss today? I don't even think he missed today. But he went. I think he had 7 points, and he was like perfect in that first half. But he gave us good points off the bench. I think Joe Harris got taken advantage of a little bit defensively. Seth did too, but at least Seth was hitting shots.
At least
Joe
he was
was
kind of giving us some offense because you know we had like none of that tonight.
Yeah, but go ahead, Rich. You the first half. Your quick opinion on that.
My first half opinion. Well, I think we actually did a pretty good job at zeroing in on Embiid. A lot of they were hitting their threes, right? Like we were honestly not like we were shooting efficiently, but like we weren't getting enough looks.
Yeah.
And the thing was it was like a lot of our big problem was like not getting any rebounds. Like we got out hustled by every single person. No, big shout out to PJ Tucker because that man out hustled every single person on the Brooklyn Nets. The whole game.
We're cool leaving PJ open.
A big problem on why we lost today was because we couldn't get any second chance. Like we couldn't get any rebounds. They kept getting second chance points. And outside of Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, where's your offense? And Claxton was okay too, but he can only do so much on offense. We had nothing. Spencer Dinwiddie really didn't help tonight. He really didn't. He did a little bit in terms of passing the ball, but I mean, like that's his job. He's a point guard, and he didn't do that well. Like obviously, I don't expect him to be great, but some of it's really bad.
Yeah, it's like we were cool leaving PJ Tucker open, but god damn it, you box him out. Like you all right, cool, let him take shots, but somebody got to box him out because like, come on, like he's getting these offensive, and this is what he does because he's like, if he's not making threes. I don't know if the Sixers are going to keep shooting like this, but if there's going to be a game PJ Tucker is not going to be hitting. But he's going to be one thing for sure. He's going to be crashing. And somebody's got to box him out because a big reason why we were down early in this game is, first of all, it was Harden's superstar mode. and it was us not getting on the offensive glass. I mean, not protecting our rebounds. You know, it just hurt us because they were getting second chance points over and over again. We would get stops.
That was the problem the whole game. The problem the whole game. The same problems went on throughout the whole game, and is why we lost. We let them shoot threes. They hold their franchise record for playoff threes. They already do. They did that in the first 3 quarters, and it's because no one's actually going to get to stop the 3-pointer, or, close out. But guess what? After they try and close out, well, they might miss it, but then they'll get the offensive rebounds. Defense was in the first quarter, it was solid and we looked good, but then we just let everything go. And the defense ended up not being that good this game. Like, obviously, you were able to zero in on Embiid, but I mean, like, he's just one player. The basketball is a team sport, so obviously everyone else who are NBA players who are solid are going to make their shots, and it bit us in the ass.
Yeah. Wait, Chubb, you got anything on the first half?
Oh yeah, no. First half in terms of defense, so you couldn't get more perfect than that. In reality, how we played Embiid with the doubling, unfortunately, us doubling Embiid so much kind of bit us in the ass, just off the fact they just kept hitting the threes. I think that's pretty much what called it this game early. It's just having that hot of 3-pointer that just killed us.
Bro, this game kind of proved to me like how deep the Sixers really are, because I didn't think they were this deep, but Embiid didn't really have to be MVP Embiid. I think in going into the second half, what do you have, like 11 points? Find those stats. Is Syph in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Find those stats for us. Embiid's first half points. What do you have, like 11 points? Like, or something? It was a very small amount of points. And he didn't start getting really cooking until the third quarter, like middle of the third quarter. But this team, bro, like when Embiid was on the floor, they were still hitting shots. Maxey was making plays. I think McDaniels looked pretty good.
And then Paul Reed in that fourth quarter.
Paul Reed in the fourth, he looked like a prime Shaquille.
Did we? How many minutes did Day'Ron play tonight? Did he not play at all? And another huge reason why, like we got out hustled. Yeah, we got out hustled, but we still don't have anyone to rebound the ball. Anyone it's Claxton, and that's no one else. No one else. We were destined to not have a good series. Like, we're just completely outmatched. Like, they have way more depth. And who's on the bench for us? Seth Curry, okay. Joe Harris, Royce O'Neal was.
One thing I'll say is concerning is definitely the offensive output, because if Mikal, Cam Johnson, and Seth Curry is your only genuine offensive talent on the team going forward, that's a fucking problem. That is a problem. We're one-way tickets to getting swept.
Shout out to Callaway at work, so I missed the game. Did CT play? What I missed? CT did not play. He did play until it was garbage time, and we were getting.
It was garbage time. Yo, look who's back in the chat. AJ.
Oh, I didn't see. I can't see.
The real Royal.
Oh, forget that dude, yo. Third quarter. Third quarter, man. So CJ started cooking in the third. The twins, Mikal and CJ, combined for 43 points. Jacques Vaughn didn't play Seth Curry in the third quarter though at all, which was kind of like, why didn't you play Seth when he was cooking a little bit? And now in the end of the third quarter, it was 93-81. I think Tobias also from that third, Tobias Harris did a good job of when Embiid and Harden were not on the bench or on the bench, or they weren't getting it going. He did a decent job of, just holding the offense down a little bit. Fourth quarter came, and like I said, it was kind of the murder. We made a slight run in that end of the fourth, maybe the middle of the fourth, and made a 9-0 run or something like that. I think Seth hit a shot. And by the 4-minute mark, Jacques Vaughn gave up. I don't know how much we were down by. I think we were maybe down by
we were 16. Down by 18.
It was 16. It was 18.
I think it was.
I thought it was 16. I think it was.
I think it was I don't know. It wasn't close though.
The reason why I don't like Jacques Vaughn giving up at 4 minutes left, because first of all, this is the playoffs. Second, there's a bunch of time to recover. And third, you took our starters out before the Sixers starters were out. Like Joel Embiid and James Harden was still in there. You know, they were still in there when Jacques Vaughn gave up. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I understand the game is out of hand, but like we've seen NBA leads. Like this is the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I know like it looks bad for us and we're supposed to get swept, but it's the playoffs. Anything could happen. You know, runs could happen. So at least give the players a chance. Give us a chance. You know, this is not the regular season where it's, oh yeah, you could just rest the guys and we'll get them next game. No. You give everything you got every game. You know what I'm saying? This is the time. This is the playoffs. You give everything you got every game. I mean, this is not oh yeah, we'll get them on July next week or something like. No, that's why I don't know. Some people think different, but I just don't agree with that. With giving
it is what it is. But like overall,
I don't care if we're down, but I just don't
overall with this game though. Just some main takeaways. Like, well, you gotta hustle and get the rebounds. You gotta figure out some offense outside of Mikal and Cam Johnson. You gotta spin that. Dinwiddie's got to figure it out.
Yeah,
he's got to figure it out because he make or breaks this offense. Really, he does. And if he's the X factor for us. If he's playing good, we have a big chance to win. But if he isn't, then it'll end up like this.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta close out on threes. You can't. They had, like I said, they broke the franchise record in the third quarter for 3-pointers in a playoff game. In the third quarter. And I don't even have any takeaways for Embiid. I thought we were okay, but it's you gotta find offense. You can't get out hustled by PJ Tucker, like the whole team. That's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
And you gotta close out. That's it. And you gotta find out some offense. Obviously, like I don't expect to win at all. But like you just got, but some of the stuff is so easy to figure out. Like hustle is something that it's not skill. Hustle isn't skill. You can figure that out, but that's all I got. I gotta head out, so I'll talk to y'all.
All right. Chubbs, you got any takeaways? Chubbs, you there?
Yeah, my mic was muted. Yeah. All the wrong, like, from this game, try, like, to minimize it. Like, for instance, Mikal Bridges is only probably getting one shot in the second half after getting 23 in the first. Can't happen again. The stinker Dinwiddie had can't happen again. And for me, if this continues, it's just going to be unacceptable. You should not be out hustled when you're the overall younger team.
Yeah. We're the like I said this before, like we gotta be the team that wins every possession, diving on the floor. We gotta out hustle them. You know what I'm saying? Because we're the team that has no less talent than them. You know?
You know what I'm saying? And more so to Dinwiddie, for you to have this bad performance after what Kuzma said about you, and you gotta question the mentality. And it's not like I'm saying he's soft as fuck, but literally,
it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all.
If Kuzma said what he said, and he got the whole NBA where it was like, yeah, I kind of agree. Even Nets fans are saying they agree with Kuzma. And then you come out here and do that.
Damn. This is crazy, bro. Shout out to Callaway. CT didn't play, so I see why we got smacked. Boy dropping 40 balls and still can't get minutes, even when we ain't scoring for 10 minutes straight. Shaking my head.
But yeah, don't expect him to get genuine minutes in this playoffs.
Yeah,
we
I wasn't expecting Cam to get minutes at all. Honestly, I mean, we talked about the negatives. Like I said, we got the Sixers shot way too many open threes. I know they're an efficient team from three. They are an efficient team from three, but there's certain players you should leave open, and we left good shooters open. You can't leave Tyrese Maxey, who's like a 42% 3-point shooter, open. Tobias Harris is a decent shooter from three. Can't leave him open. Good shooters. Niang. These guys are coming off the bench. Niang. You could leave McDaniels open. You could leave PJ Tucker open. But we were leaving guys open from three. Like they shot what, like 48%, 65% from three in the first half is insane. The turnovers, 20 turnovers. How do we have 20 turnovers? 20-9. 20-9. You cannot win a game in the playoffs with 20 plus turnovers. Come on, bro. Come on, Nets. And then the rebounds was 38-35. The rebounds wasn't too crazy, but the offensive rebounds by the Sixers, 14-5. It's like I gotta look at Claxton. Like, bro. First of all, Claxton, the Sixers did a good job of limiting Claxton's lobs. That was probably part of their game plan because they knew Claxton. The Nets kind of feed off Claxton's lobs. and they stopped that quick. They put a stop to that quick. And then in the second half, they did adjust with limiting our threes to a slight bit. So we had to change things up, run a little bit more plays for CJ. But they took away that lob from Claxton early on, bro. And it's going to be tough, bro. This is a downhill fight. Like, this does not look good. I want to be the positive, optimistic guy and say, well, it's not over. The series isn't over. It's only game one, but it's...
You're a negative fan if you say that, AJ. You're a negative fan if you say that,
bro. Like my basketball. I told somebody the other day, my basketball brain is like, yo, we're cooked. We're getting swept. Like in my eyes, that's what my basketball brain is telling me. But the fan in me is like, no. We can get a game. We can get 2 games. You know, the fan in me is like wants to get
at least 1 game. I would love that, but
the fan in
reality.
It's like
we live in
reality. I'm torn, bro. I'm torn between those two. Like,
you saw how the offense looked today.
Yeah.
Like, if only 3 people are gonna show up, that's no good.
Yeah,
that's not good at all.
Well, let me read some of the chat. What the chat saying? Kuzma's in Cancun soon. Midwitty will join him. Another week at most, and season is over once again. Shout out to my holy king. Kuzma couldn't even make the play-in. Shout out to D Monster. Sweep. Get the brooms out and get ready for the next season. We are done for once. We got rid of Katie and Kyrie. There's no way I believe we get 1 game with this mediocre college team. Yeah, Sweep. Get the brooms out. Shout out to Joanne. This team sucks. AK said it is what it is. We're gonna get super smoked. He didn't even say smoked. He said smoked, like Bobby Shmurda.
And you know what's crazy? I don't see any positive fans in the chat already. I feel like finally, I hope that reality finally set in for a lot of you guys, because like we've been telling you for the past streams, not in a sense to be negative, but just to let you know what the fuck you're gonna get.
Yeah, they're gonna say it in the comments though, bro. Like when the stream ends and they watch this and the playback, there's gonna be a couple guys like, you guys are negative, but it is what it is.
Like,
you know?
If this game doesn't tell you that this team isn't really going to get far in this series, let alone win 1 game, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Like, in terms, me personally, I don't think we're going to get better defensively in a sense if our game plan is just going to be double Embiid.
Yeah.
And that's in the mindset of if we don't adjust, which I highly don't think we will. So I don't know, man. It's just wait and see, I guess. But I don't even see us winning the game with this one.
Make sure you guys hit that like button. So we talked about the negatives of what we saw, but we'll try to talk about the positives. You know, we'll be a balanced stream here. So what are the good things that you saw today, Chubbs, from the Nets? I guess because try to be a little bit positive here. I guess you could say Brooklyn Bridges.
Yeah, no, Mikal is, you got that dog.
The Twins. We'll talk about the Twins because the Twins did show up. The Twins
CJ and Mikal, they were good.
They were good. For me, like I said, the offense was. We did a good job switch hunting with Harden, but we kind of went away from that in the second half. Mikal, I think, only shot like 2 shots in the second half. I don't know if it's something the Sixers did defensively. But Jacques Vaughn, this is where coaching comes in. You got to figure that out on the fly. He wasn't getting as many shots as he was in the first half than he was in the second half.
I mean, if you're just gonna hand the keys to the offense to Dinwiddie, what else do you expect?
Yeah, Spencer.
That's really on Spencer too. If you're gonna be the point guard for the team, you have to find Mikal open, especially when he's cooking like that.
Yeah,
like he easily could have had 40 tonight, easily. And you're telling me he started off with 23 and only got below 5 shots the next half?
Yeah.
It's
unbelievable. Shout out to D Monster. He said, I was at the game and JV makes no adjustments at all. Stephen A. Smith was saying it too. When Mikal and Cam Johnson was on the bench, they looked very frustrated with their situation. Yeah. They started, on the fourth quarter. Mikal and Cam were on the bench in the fourth quarter, and we were down. We were down bad. But I mean, I know they got to get their rest, but this is the playoffs, bro. You got to play. This is not no 32 minutes, 35. You got to be prepared to play 40 and up every game because you're going to have rest. The games are not back to back. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have some rest. You might have 2-day rest. You might have, what's the next game? Sunday or Monday? You might have 2 days rest. You might have a couple days rest before the next game. So it's like you got to prepare to play 40. The adjustments by Jacques Vaughn, man, it's crazy. I mean, like I said, the positivity out of this was Brooklyn Bridges and Cam looked great on offense. Cam was hitting his shots. Brooklyn Bridges was cooked. He's showing us that he's the first option. He's showing us he wants to be that, take it to the next, level of being a star. He wants to do that. He showed us in game 1. But outside of that, I can't really think of any other more positives about this team. Let me know in the chat what positive things you guys saw. Callaway said, so what I heard is don't buy tickets for Thursday night. Yo, chill, Callaway, chill. It's game 1. It's game 1. Because if y'all we win game 2, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear people be like,
No, if we win game 2, then that changes my tone.
That changes a little bit.
If we get one in Philly, we can definitely get one in Brooklyn, or at least 2 in Brooklyn. That's kind of how my mentality is.
Yeah. Embiid didn't have a good game. I know you look at the stats and he had 26. He didn't get all those points came in like the late third quarter and fourth quarter when it was like garbage. It was kind of garbage time, Shout out to you could hear shout out to Monster. He said you could hear Nets fans in the Philly. Yeah. Shout out to the Brigade. The Brigade was all there. I know a lot of people that was there. Do you expect the Philly to shoot like this every game though, bro? Because this was insane. 65% from 3.
That was like their best shooting game. Well,
I understand like you shoot well, and I understand like we were leaving them wide open, but 65% from 3.
I mean, hey, look,
these 65% until it slowed down to like the third. But they still ended up shooting like 50 for the end of the game.
Yeah, they shot abnormally
65% from 3.
Like, well, if you're gonna double Embiid, this is what's gonna happen. Mind you, I've said in the preview, or I've said in like multiple times, one thing is let Embiid cook and just take care of everybody else.
Yeah.
Like logically, if the game plan was throughout the game, not even change up the strategies, just double Embiid every time, and you've seen it ultimately results in somebody else scoring at a consistent level, might want to change the game plan a little bit. You can't really say it was fluke when the main reason you got killed is your doing.
Yeah. Shout out to Marley King. Philly was home, so they're comfortable. Somebody said we needed Yuta. Yeah, I'm surprised Yuta and Edmund didn't get in early on. I know Joe Harris made 1 3. Probably do you think he made 1 3?
Yeah, he made 1 3. That's it.
Yeah, like he didn't deserve his minutes out there to me. I mean, because like I said, Seth was bad too, but honestly, I think we played Seth and Joe at the same time. Seth was bad defensively too, but Seth was hitting shots. Seth didn't miss tonight.
Mm-hmm. Seth was good tonight.
Yeah.
Speaking of playing together, was I bugging, or did I see Dayron and Claxton in the same lineup?
I thought I saw that. Yo, I thought I was bugging too, bro.
I know I wasn't bugging when I saw that.
I think I saw for a hot minute, and then I think JV like took him out real quick.
In the playoffs, bro. Oh my God.
Bro, the rotations are still out of whack. Like he has no. Whatever Coach Vaughn is doing with the rotations, we have no clear direction, bro. No clear direction. Joe Harris got to go. Yeah, Joe Harris, bro. I was like, he made 1 3, but it's like the turnovers, the bad defense. It wasn't like put Yuta in real quick, see what Yuta does. You know what I'm saying? Or put Sumner in, see if Sumner changes the pace or do something. Put Cam Thomas in, see what you know what I'm saying. Quick little minutes you gotta because in the playoffs you only have a certain amount of time to adjust before a team can make a run. You got to make those quick adjustments. If things are not working, quick. It's got to be quick. Shout out to Dave. Sharp was timid. Yeah, this is his first playoff game. I mean, he looked decent in the first half. You saw he had that block on Harden, but
defensively he was actually way better than I thought he would be.
He in the second half, Paul Reed cooked him. Like that's the thing about this team. Like we talk about backup center all year, and we're throwing Dayron in the playoff game, and Paul Reed, he made Paul Reed look like the next coming up. Paul Reed was hitting like reverse jams.
He was doing some globetrotter shit at one point.
I'm like, why is Paul Reed like this, bro? He's not like this. Is Paul Reed really like that? I know I'm not a Philly fan, but is Paul Reed really like that, yo? Come on, fam. Paul Reed? Paul Reed? Shout out to Joe. Yeah, Joe Harris was mid. Dante said Joe Harris was mid. Flame Edis, we can only win if Cam and Mikal drop 50. People's Hernandez, this is MF is not even American. Mello said Joe did block somebody at the rim though, that was Claxton's block. I saw the slow-mo. I thought it was Joe too. I think Nigel got it wrong. He said it was Joe Harris that blocked it. It was Claxton. Oh, speaking of Claxton, what did Claxton have today? Let me look at his stats. He's gotta be able, since if they're gonna take away his lob, they're gonna take away that lob, he's gonna have to start creating. He's gonna have to start shot creating. Out of the post, either out of the post, driving on Embiid, giving hook shots. You got to start give some type of offense, because I know he's going to be great defensively, but if you're not going to get your lobs, bro, you're going to have to find another way to score. You know what I'm saying? And he looked very, very timid, a little timid to me, bro. Like, this didn't look like the season Clax to me. I don't know. What do you think about Clax today?
Yeah, no, definitely. He had his moments throughout the game, but ultimately you didn't feel his impact at some points. There was certain times where
he had 5 points, bro. 5 and 10 rebounds.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Like, I get he's limited in terms of his offense, but you've seen he can do little things when he gets the ball in his hands in certain spots, and you got to kind of find that as the coach and kind of just adjust to that. But 5 points is not good enough, especially when you see, I think there was a stat where hit with our record when he gets over like 11 points. And all their wins, he has like 11 points, like a 12 rebounds. So 5 points is not going to cut it, especially with the offensive output we had today.
Yeah. So we only had 4 players in double digits. CJ 18, Mikal. They said Mikal had 30, Spencer had 14, and Seth Curry had 10 off the bench. Everybody else was single digits. So only those are the only guys that had double digit scoring. Let me read the super chat, and then we'll talk about what we got to do for game 2 real quick, and then we'll be out of here. Shout out to Callaway. You think Harden activates playoff mode early? Choke. Let's see the Harden. Harden had 23 points, 4 turnovers, 13 assists. He had a good game today, bro. I'm not gonna lie. 7 for 13, 8 for 21 from the field. He looked like Harden today. I'm not gonna, like, the thing with Harden now, he's not gonna be Houston Harden no more. Like, we're not gonna see no 60-point games from Harden anymore. It's just, and he has trouble getting to the rim now. Like, every time I saw Harden try to go to the rim, bro, he was getting that shit blocked. Like, they sent his stuff every time he went to the rim. But the step back threes, if Harden can do this, the step back threes, we'll see. We'll see, man. If he can keep shooting like this, like if the whole Philly team could keep shooting like this, because they all shot great. Now, if they all could keep shooting like this, it's curtains. It might be curtains for us, bro. He's been averaging 25 all season. He can't blow. Yeah, exactly. He can't blow by anybody. Shout out to the bigger. He can't blow by anybody because it might be cooked for that. But we gotta, like I said, going into the next game. First of all, we gotta. Claxton's got to be better. Roy's got to be better. Spencer has a more of an impact. You talking all this spicy stuff to Kuzma, and then you get in the game and you prove everything that Kuzma was saying.
I'm saying, like, this was your chance to fully, like, that's nuts. I'm sorry. That's just nuts,
bro. Like, come on. And then, like, you gotta have, like, when you saw this, when Spencer is cooking from the assist point of view, he don't even have to cook from points. Like, he just had to give us at least 10 or plus assists, 12 assists, 13 assists. When you see those type of games from Spencer, that's when we look better. That's when we win games. And he didn't even do that. You weren't even our point guard tonight, bro. I mean, you had 7, but you didn't impact the game at all. And turnover-wise, it was too many turnovers from you, bro. 4 turnovers. It was too many turnovers, bro. Like, it's just, you got to be better, though, Spence. Spence got to be more offensive, impact the offense. Mikal and CJ got to do exactly what they did tonight, next game. Clax, great defensively from Clax, but it's like, you got to be better on offense. You got to create your offense more, like you were doing in the in regular season. I didn't see those fake handoffs. Remember those fake DHOs we would see from Clax? We didn't see those fake DHOs today, or we didn't see you driving to the rim. He looked very kind of timid tonight, like very, very timid. Jacques Vaughn, you got to do better too, bro. I know this is the playoffs, bro. I don't want to see no giving up at 4 minutes left. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that, bro.
He leaves these guys out longer in regular season games, but in the playoffs, he wants to keep them on the title. What are we doing, man?
Bro, we took out our starters before Philly did. I was watching Joel Embiid go against DDJ. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, this is the playoffs, bro. This is the playoffs. This is not no like, we're gonna be back. You know, this is no regular season, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I really wouldn't want to be here if that's how he was gonna coach and play the fucking game. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Going out from Coach Vaughn's perspective in game 2, you gotta make sure these guys are closing out. There's no reason why we were leaving Maxey open, Tobias open, Niang open. Like, we were leaving guys that are good shooters open. You know, PJ, I like the PJ strategy. If PJ cooks from there, let him, whatever. McDaniels can hit 5 threes, let him, because I don't think he's like that from 3. But everybody else, we should at least close out or have a hand up. If they make the shot, it is what it is. But we shouldn't be leaving them wide open, like nobody in your sights. So this doubling Embiid strategy, we might have to adjust it. We might have to adjust it. I don't know if that's the key, because we doubled Embiid tonight and we limited him tonight, but his teammates cooked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I say let's do the opposite, because when you try to focus in on Embiid, you still got to put effort into stopping everybody else. And when you put so much effort into stopping one person, you're just gassed on trying to solve the other thing. And that's where, to me, when you have a star like Embiid, just let him be who he say he is. Let him cook. It's going to be a given. Like us trying to zero in on Embiid, still got 26.
Yeah.
Like, it's very obviously we can't control this man or we can't contain this man. So, like, let's try to stop everybody else. Yeah. I think we got the guys to stop a Harden, a Maxey, a Tobias, a Melton before we can try to group guys to stop Embiid. And I think that should be one adjustment we should try.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should be maybe a more like I was saying in the first preview when I put it. It should be more of a zone kind of shade versus Embiid, not really a total sellout double, because we were selling out doubling. Like, there was times where I saw DFS leave Tobias Harris or Tyrese Maxey to double Embiid. It should not be like that. Only one person should be doubling, coming off from the guy who's guarding PJ, the guy who's guarding the worst shooter should be doubling Embiid, and we should double him in certain spots on the floor, not in the middle of the floor, where Tobias is at the top of the 3-point line, and you leave him or you leave Max at the top of the 3-point line. Like, no, it shouldn't be like that. Somebody said JV got to go to the walk in the Bronx. Okay, yo, I can't with this team, bro. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to win this series regardless, but I just want to at least win a couple of games, at least win 1 or 2 games. If we win 1 game, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? 1 game. Just give me 1 game, Nets. Just give me 1 game. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? Because, like, this made me feel like this is what this made me feel. So this is what the game, like, in the fourth quarter made me feel like. Fan, how you do that, bro? How you watch this as a Nets fan and be like, how you do
that? Just pray we fix our fucking issues and put up a much better effort. It wasn't even, I wouldn't even say it was defense, right? It's just fucking effort.
Yeah,
you're the overall younger team. Like, come the fuck out now.
Yeah. Because the defense looked great in the first half, but the second half, I was just like, whoa. We'll see, man. We'll see. Shout out to Isaac, JV to the sewage system. They're cooking JV in the chat. JV to Mars, JV to Saturn, JV to Gun Hill Road. Oh, nah, you're wildin'. You're saying send JV to Gun Hill?
Crazy.
Chill. Send JV to Flatbush, Eastern Parkway? Y'all are wildin'.
Yeah, send them to Brownsville.
Send them to Brownsville.
Right.
Red Hook. Send them to the worst part of Red Hook.
Send them to Red Hook. That's send them to Canarsie. How about that?
Send to the floss. Send to the flossy. Yeah. Shout out to Mike Zeri. Despite the L, Mikal was him. Yeah, Mikal. We talked about Mikal earlier. She's showing us he wants to be a star, bro. And this. If he keeps doing this, You got to put him in that star category sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got, though. Make sure y'all hit that like button for us. Instagram, Nets Kingdom 1. All of our Twitters on the bottom right here. And make sure y'all go to netskingdom.net. We're going to be dropping some more articles on there. SoundCloud, Nets Kingdom Radio. Chubbs on SoundCloud, Nets Kingdom Radio. Yeah, bro. It's just hurtful, man. I mean, like, you don't want to see your team like get done up like this, but it's game one, you know? It's game one, so game 2's pivotal. If we can win game 2, everything changes. That's the positive outlook I got. If we win game 2, everything changes. You know, everything changes quick. That's the key game right there, I think. Game 2, because you don't want to go back to the Clays down 2-0. So, yeah.
Yeah. On to the next. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Appreciate you guys, man. We'll be back. Thank you guys, man.
Brother, really?
I'm going ghost!